You'll meet him in a second, and when you do, he's got what you're seeing on the screen coming to you. It's called Pivot Power. It's been big time popular here at QVC, and it's because it's a flexible outlet that provides 6 outlets and surge protection. So long gone are the days with the big giant bar that you would plug things in and then it looked ugly, and if a computer was plugged in or a TV was plugged in, if surge ever blew, or a fuse ever blew, your computer might be lost, your TV might blow up. So this really not only looks more attractive, allows you to use all of the outlets, and then also gives you that protection. So Craig, this one is a customer top rated item.
Yes,
it's also on Buy More, Save More. But show us again how it solves the problem of getting rid of that old school bar that you put plugs into.
This is one of those ideas where you look at it and you say, why didn't I think of that? Like, because all of us have been dealing with this technology since the 1970s. The original power strip, this old school design, came out in the 1970s, and it was great back in the 1970s. When at your entertainment center you had a TV plugged in and that was it. Nowadays we deal with these larger, more awkward plugs that take up a lot more space, and you can just see how that works with the old school power strip, Amy.
Yes.
If I take this plug and I stick it in, it takes up more than one part. Put another plug in. Now the entire power strip is taken up.
So
now
you plugged in 2 things. How many were you supposed to be able to plug in?
You have
1,
6
2, 3,
outlets, right?
6, and you got 2.
Yeah, I got 2 of them in there. And I took 2 of the larger plugs. But the problem that we always play this game of like 3-card Monty, where it's like, okay, I'm going to unplug your cell phone to plug in my cell phone, and now I have to plug in this.
Oh, gosh.
It doesn't work on these older power strips. They weren't designed for the larger plugs we deal with. Pivot Power is 17 inches long. You can see how much longer it is than the regular power strip. But the really cool thing about it is even when I take these 2 large awkward plugs, stick them right in the middle.
And that could be the biggest plug I've ever seen in my life.
Huge.
My parents used to use those.
By the way, you're going to use these during the holidays when you want the Christmas tree light to turn on and off and the other lights to turn on and off. But the flexibility is the really cool thing, because now I have this awkward cell phone charger.
You're never going to cover up an outlet.
No, you're not going to cover up an outlet, because even here I put this awkward charger. It looks like it's going to cover up the last outlet, but because I can bend and flex at every single port.
Hey, you got one more?
Now I actually fit 6 things into the Pivot Power, 2 or 3 if we're lucky, on the old school power strip.
Awesome. I want to show you your 2 colors, because this is the newest version of Pivot Power. And if you remember in the past, they were almost color blocked, where you could choose colors, and a lot of you asked for just a nice solid color. It looks a little fancy. Yes, I know, it's a power outlet, but it looks a little fancy. So here it is in the white. That's what Craig was demonstrating with. And then if you really want to go sleek, I have it for you in the solid black. I want you to think about that Buy More, Save More option, because alone you're getting the 6 outlets and you're getting that surge protection for $30. But if you want to get more than one, we've got that Buy More, Save More that would take $5 off the next order, so it brings the price to $24.98. And then with shipping and handling, that's free, so you don't have to worry about an extra cost to ship them all home.
And the thing is about this is not just a one spot in your house device either. You see all those different plugs that we deal with. I got the first one of my Pivot Powers and I had it in my office. And then I thought, you know what? It's great for the entertainment center as well, with the TV, the gaming system, the cable box, the Blu-ray player. Then you stop and think, you say, well, what are all the devices I use in the bathroom when my wife's getting ready in the morning? Works there as well. How about the bedroom with the Sleep Number bed, 2 cell phones charging, a couple of lamps? We have more and more devices that we're plugging into outlets today than we ever have before. That's why this fits so many different rooms of the house.
Well, I want to talk about another big thing then, because you said lots of us are plugging in more and more than we ever did before.
Sure.
So talk to me about surge protection with this, because in the new configuration, Quirky really upped the ante here, and it's really almost industrial strength now.
Well, the big thing is that you notice the design's different, obviously, in the newer version of the Pivot Power, but the big factor you talked about, it has more joule protection. What does that mean? Well, this is now 1,080 joules of protection. What that means is this is more likely to be able to protect your devices if you get that power surge coming down the line. And a power surge can happen at any time. We get a thunderstorm that rolls through the area. Somehow a power line gets knocked out, or just if you turn on a refrigerator and plug it in, that can send a power surge. This is going to give your devices all that protection that you need.
Well, before I end, I want to show you the colors again and remind you of the Buy More, Save More, because many of the phones or people on the phone are ordering more than one. So choose the black or choose the white, and then along with that free shipping and handling, you have the option to take $5 off your second, your third, your fourth Pivot Power, so the price becomes $24.